loves, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be our weekly plan with me, but instead of planning in the personal sized inserts this week, I'm going to be planning in the Happy Planner Classic, which is the dashboard layout. And I talked a little bit about it over the course of this week, like my thoughts and what I like and what I dislike. Obviously, you guys know that I'm not a super big Happy Planner fan, but there are some things that I do like. I just can't really see myself using Happy Planner consistently because they aren't consistent with their products, because I feel like I might like something that they have right now, which came out for this particular season, and the next season this particular item will be gone. The style in which will change, and I'm just not that open to constantly changing a style. I feel like if I like something, then I need it to be consistent all the time. So I have a love for the Happy Planner accessories, but I hate the fact that they have so many different decorations and just changes to their stuff all the time. So yeah, I've talked a lot about that over this week, and yeah, you'll hear a lot of that in those videos. But today we're going to focus on just using the planner and talking a little bit about some stuff that I'm doing in the planner. So yeah, let's get started. So already, I put the planner on the 1.65 inch disc from Disc Agenda, and oh my god, if I was setting this up like I set up my junior disc bound, oh my gosh, like I've maxed out these discs already, and I'm just like, how? Like, what did I even put on here? I just started thinking about all the things that I need, or all the things that I want in my planner, like in my mom life, wife life, house life, like the catch-all planner, because that's technically what this is. Like, I just think about all the things that I want all the time, and before I know it, I have like a planner that's over the size of rings that I have. So I don't even know how that happens. But anyway, at any rate, like I said, we're going to be planning for the following week, which is the 23rd through the 30th. No, I'm sorry, the 24th. See, this is a Sunday start, and that already threw me off, and I had to look. So we're planning for the 24th through the 30th. So I definitely had to look at this to make sure that I wasn't tripping. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This was this week. And I did share like this week. So basically what I need to do, because I back planned a lot of this. I was already using, like a system that basically laid this out, but I was doing it in personal size inserts and alongside the Moleskine Expanded, which I will do the video. I'm going to redo the video for the Moleskine Expanded, or I'm sorry, the 18-month daily Moleskine. I'm going to do that video. I've been kind of keeping up with that too, despite the fact that I don't necessarily need a daily at the present moment, but I do like to keep track of like our schedule, and I do use it a lot of times for just random notes and random to-dos and things like that. So yeah, to that. But like I said, this is this current week, and I've kind of like clipped the pages together so that way I'm just focused on the current week versus having to flip through all the other pages. And this is our weekly to-do list, and basically I will go through this list and basically just highlight what I didn't accomplish and check off what I already accomplished. And then I put a shopping list here, so we already got most of the things on this shopping list, so I can get rid of that note. And then I will check off for both Saturday and Sunday, because although I looked at this, I didn't really check off anything because I just didn't feel like it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. And then if things come to mind as I'm shuffling through this page, then I will write my looking ahead here and whatnot. So yeah, also I got a couple of questions a while back, not too long ago, but I want to say earlier this week. One of you, cannot remember the handle, asked me a couple of questions. I have to go back and look and see what all the questions were. But one of you asked, am I still journaling to my son, or do I still journal about my son? And the question to that answer, or the answer to that question, oh my goodness, is yes. Yes, I still journal to my son. I actually can touch a lot more in detail about it when I do the Moleskine video. But yes, I do still journal to my son. I just don't do it every single day like I was doing initially, because he was a lot smaller then, and so he wasn't doing as much as he's doing now, and he's not as active, or he wasn't as active as he is now. So I had a lot of little downtime and free time to do a lot of stuff, and now I feel like I have to get in where I fit in. So when he gives me downtime, I have to take that downtime. And sometimes it's basically just sitting here planning out, like, what are we going to eat for dinner, and what do we need to buy, and what do we need to do next, or what do we need to do tomorrow. So I don't usually have a whole lot of time as much as I used to. So I hope that answers that question. I'll go back and I'll look at the comment again to make sure that there weren't any other questions, but I can remember that one for sure. And if there are other questions, I'll definitely go through and answer those for you too. So like I said, this is our weekly task list, and basically what I do here, I'll remove that. Basically what I'll do, which in this planner I haven't, because you guys know I just got this, but in other planners, what I've been doing is just highlighting. So like if a task wasn't completed, I would just cross it out or highlight it completely through. That way I could see which task it was that I didn't get done with. But in here, what I've been doing is this. So basically just highlighting like the little check box, so that way that I can see versus just drawing completely through. So basically what I need to do is just make or go through this list of things, and then I need to check any of my notes to see like if there's something that I need to move over to the following week. And then also here I will go through my daily log, and I will basically check off whatever it is that I didn't do, and then note anything that I need to move over to the following week. So this list says make flashcards. I'm gonna close that. So this list says make flashcards, work on the trip home. If you can't see, let me scoot over a little bit. Okay, so like I said, work on the trip home. For those of you who've kept up with us, or with me in general, you know that we are leaving for 6 months. My husband is deploying, so we are gonna go back home with family, and then reply to YouTube comments and IG comments. I'm kind of bad at this sometimes, because I'll see the comment come through and then I'll get busy with something else, family wise, or just, you know, doing something with my son, and I don't get a chance to reply to these comments. So I try to write it down to remember that someone asked me something and I just need to reply. So when I do get downtime, I do reply. I try to give you guys like a 24-hour period in which I reply to your comments, and sometimes I try to make it to where it's no longer than 2 days, because I feel like you're just being rude if you already seen the comment and then you just don't reply to it, unless you really just don't want to reply. But you guys asked me some pretty good questions, or, you know, simple questions, and I don't mind answering those. So I try to just be courteous and remember to answer them within like a 48-hour period at max. So I write them down to remember, because otherwise I would forget. And then, what is this? Make 2024 plan. Oh, so there are a couple of planners that I'm really interested in, and I've been looking for the perfect like home planner. I know I've been doing the disc bound system for a year now. I started it last year, August, and this would be full circle, so 1 year total. I think in one of my videos I said I've been using the Plum Planner for 2 years. It feels like 2 years, but really It's only been one. So I've been trying to find like another home planner, something that that just has it all, that I don't have to piece together a bunch of different things. So I've been making a 2024 list of things. I have laundry, clothing, change bedding. So I did change the bedding. And this Sunday, I didn't mop the floors. I just didn't feel like it. So I'm going to not check that off, and then vacuum all floors. I did vacuum though. And then I didn't start the next journal that I'm trying to start. And then I have not done thumbnail pictures. Sometimes I work on YouTube stuff in downtime too, so I'll try to do like thumbnails and stuff like that. I don't even know how I even got into that phase of like making a thumbnail and then editing, and then I don't even know how I got there. I think I just did it a few times at first, and then I was just like, oh, I really like the way this looks, and then I just started doing it for all of my videos, and it just became like a habit. So now I just plan out my thumbnails and stuff. That's funny how you can transition from not caring about that stuff to all of a sudden you have to have, you know, this thumbnail and this intro, and like it's just funny how that happened. Okay, so this checklist is pretty like non-important, but there's still a couple of things on here. I think the daily log, if anything, is the most important for me because there's always stuff that pops up. So work on the trip home is what I've been neglecting doing. Make flashcards, which I didn't do yet. Update all planners. I did do that. So I've been keeping up with a series of planners. As of right now, I'm going through a planner phase where I've just been trying out a series of different things because I'm kind of in that phase of my life where I'm just tired of, you know, playing with different sizes, different things. Like I just really want something that sticks, and that's something that I can just keep for an entire year. Especially when it comes to like the home planner and stuff. Like I need consistency. You're going to hear that word a lot from me, consistency. And if I go back and look at my plum planner, you'll see that I've been actually using it pretty consistent for all of this year since I started it in February. So consistency is key for me. And I'm just looking for something that can hold all of that without me having to make too many different changes. Also, I like the size of this. I like how huge this is. I had thought about an 8.5 by 11. I think that's maybe a little bit too big. Maybe not much bigger than this, but I just felt like it was just too big. But I like this. I like this because I still feel like, you know, there's room to spread out. So I highlighted those, and basically those are just tasks that I didn't get done. So basically what I'll do is I'll just go through and cross them out. I'll do them, but they'll get moved over to, you know, like the following week. Okay. So with that being said, let's go through here. So Sunday or Saturday, I did some YouTube film day. I did film some stuff. I did a Hobby Lobby run. I picked up some accessory things for this particular planner. I had intentions to basically swap these laminated covers out, and I saw that the Happy Planner had like these DIY covers, so I picked them up. But then when I got them, I was just like, oh, the spine of it was like clear, and I didn't like that. So we'll see what I end up doing with those. And then we did do a Walmart run yesterday. So today is Sunday, and usually we do our house cleaning on Sunday. So we did a trash pull. We did laundry, everything. I still have laundry going. We did the floors minus mopping the floors today. It's just something that I wasn't just wanting to do today. I didn't want to do it at all. So I'll do it tomorrow. We did do the bathrooms today. We dusted everything and we stocked everything except for the closet. I have to put some new paper towels in there that we have in our spare closet. Okay. So that is the plan that we that was the plan for this week. And then, like I said, we'll do the looking ahead page. But what I'm going to do is take these pages out because it'll make a world of a difference. I actually didn't realize that this was the end of July. Okay, so I'm going to set this monstrous thing to the side. Okay. And we'll pull this back into frame. So like I said, this was our current week. And right now we need to plan for the following week. I'm going to roll my sleeves up because they're driving me nuts that they're flopping all over the place. Okay, so what I've been doing in this happy planner, which is the classic dashboard layout, is basically, so I'm going to reference this. I'm going to flip and reference. But basically, what I'll do is all of the tasks from here, I will transfer here. So basically, whatever needs to be done for the week. So, probably going to speed this up. But if not, I'll try to get in frame as much as possible. So, make flashcards. This is make flashcards. This is a key task for me because my son's in speech therapy, and we have been asked by his speech therapist doctor to basically sit down and, go over some basic words, some everyday words that is essential for us as a family. So like things that he wants. So when he's asking for something, we've been asked to go over like some basic words. So I've took it upon myself. I printed out this alphabet puzzle, and basically what I'm going to do, which is why I have make flashcards on here, is I'm going to cut these out. So you cut them into fours, these boxes, and I'm going to laminate them and cut them out, and then we're going to sit down and we're going to go over some basic alphabet words. We also have some flashcards, which are like these little sight words. They're different categories basically. So like banana, they actually go into a thing that actually says the word for you. So there's like front and back. They're just these are the fruits and foods ones, but basically we're going to pick like 10 words a day and we're going to go through these. So that's why I have make flashcards on my to-do list to kind of help out with my son's speech therapy, because right now we're doing telehealth, and sometimes I don't really think that it's helpful. So I'm going to try to do some hands-on stuff with him as much as possible. So we have make flashcards. I also have work on the trip home. So work on trip home ASAP, because now we're in August. I'm also going to work on mopping the floors. Mop the floors. I'm going to say Monday, because that's the day that I want to do it. And all this other stuff I'm not going to transfer, like the 2024 planner list. I started a list, so I don't really need to, move that over to the week. That's not important to me. Starting the journal, that's not really important. It's if I can. And then thumbnail pictures for YouTube, those aren't important either. So the second thing for like this week that I'm gonna write in here is that Friday we are actually taking a family little day trip. We're gonna take our son to the zoo. And so this week, I think that we're going to learn about zoo animals. So our 10 words that we're going to learn this week are going to be on animals, along with some other words that his speech therapist doctor is asking us to go over. So this week we have to book the hotel, because we are going to stay overnight. So book the hotel, I want to say on Tuesday. And then also I need to pack overnight bags. This will also go into one of the dailies, one of the little weekly logs here. But that's going to be like a weekly list of things to do. Also, we need to clean out the fridge this week. Clean out the fridge. And I also need to clean out my emails. Clean out emails. I need to reply to my student loans email that has started back up. So reply to student loans. That's a big one for this week. And then there's something else important that needs to happen, but I can't think of what that is. This week I'm going to do laundry again for kitchen towels and laundry bathroom towels. I usually do it twice a week, so I'm going to do it. I did it today, so I'm probably going to do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Probably, because we won't be here Saturday. I'll do it on Sunday, Tuesday and Sunday, because we won't be here Friday, and I would do it on like the first half of the week and then maybe the end of the week. So we're going to do it on Sunday when we come back. And then let's see, I think that is it as far as like my list of to-dos this week. So the important note that we have going on is that we have maintenance coming. I told you guys in my last plan with me that this house has had a plethora of problems that just keep popping up randomly every single week. And this recent problem, our dishwasher started leaking water when it was on. So fun. I just kind of went in there and it was just like a floor full of water. So yeah, fun. So housing comes Monday between let's see, the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. They're coming pretty early. Also, for this note, I need to follow up with pest control because we had someone who was scheduled to come here last Wednesday and no one showed up, and then we called housing about it and still haven't heard back from that. So follow up with order for pest control on Monday, July 24th, 2023. I don't know why I always do that, but I always write the date. Okay, so those are my two important notes for the week. Obviously, I'm not going to have anything for looking ahead or notes because I don't know what I'm looking ahead to right now, and I don't have any weekly notes at the present. So looking at this, we've already went through our task list. I've already kind of noted some things from here. Let's just see what this in red is saying. Oh, yes. Now I know what the other important thing is. So I'm going to actually put that one in pink. So my son needs his 2-year well check. He just turned 2, and he definitely, his NPS nurse definitely reminded us that he needs his 2-year well check. So I'm going to remind my husband that when he goes in, because he usually makes those appointments because he is always up there. So he's going to make that appointment, and then I'll just take him or whoever. So let's just say Ashton's 2-year wellness check ASAP. And then in parentheses, I'll say remind husband. So that way, it's not getting lost amongst everything else. So I'm glad I looked at that note. And so what I like about the dashboard layout, which is, this is probably the only thing that I really like about the Happy Planner inserts, because I'm not really into like their vertical or anything. I like the Plum Planner's vertical, but yeah, I don't really care for all of the Happy Planner inserts at all. But I like this dashboard layout a lot. I think this is probably like, out of all the layouts that they have, this is the better of all of them. And that's just my personal opinion. And I looked at a lot of them because I was just like, can I really do the Happy Planner? But this one has to be like my favorite out of all of that. So, okay, so far I went through the importance list. Everything from here I've moved over. So, I had a note here that said we need to follow up with housing in regards to the 19th, which was the day they were supposed to come. They didn't come, so I have it here again, follow up with housing. And then we have housing coming again for another issue that we posted on Friday. And then I went through our task list and I moved over all the important tasks. Should things pop up, I'll definitely just update this, or add to rather. And then here we'll go into our actual weekly plan and we'll pull from that. So for the weekly plan, we'll flip this page because this is the page that has the stuff on it that we need to kind of copy over. So basically I'm going to highlight this. This is going to be meals. And then I also have another sheet that I'm going to put in here. And I've been doing this also before I show it, but I'm just going to say that I've been doing this also in the Moleskine daily planner, because it's been super helpful to have, you know, that as a visual. So I'll show you in that video when I do that video, but I'll just show it here too, because I think that it can work here as well. So basically, let me keep this highlighter closed. Basically, this is the section that I would use for meals of the week. Now, in my plum paper planner system, I usually have a meal plan area where I literally write down like our grocery list. I usually insert like a sheet of paper where I map out like a bunch of meals, and then from that I'll choose like which meals we're going to be eating for the week, and then I'll map my grocery list out based upon that. But since this planner doesn't necessarily have that, I do have some Happy Planner mini like note paper sheets inserted into the planner, so I can do like a grocery list on there. So basically all I'm going to do for right now is, because I really can't honestly tell you what the week is going to look like food wise, so I'm just going to write that it is meals of the week. Meals of the week. Okay, I know that Fridays is always Pizza Friday, but since we are leaving to go to the city, which is about 2.5 hours away from us, I doubt that we're gonna eat pizza. We're probably gonna eat something else, probably go out for dinner. So out of all of this, I probably could say out for dinner, and then smiley face, because that means that I'm not cooking. Okay, so let's write down what we have going on. Now, for this, like I said, I use stencils to basically do a lot of the little icon thingies, and I'll show that here. So I pulled 4 stencils that I use basically regularly. So basically I have like an icon stencil. I don't know if you can see that too well, but I have like an icon stencil that has like all your basic icons. And then I have another icon stencil, which just has some more little icons, like trip icons, vacation icons and whatnot. And then I like to use the arrows and things in here. Maybe I might use the message thingy. If you can hear my son, I do apologize, but he is having a conversation. And then I like to use these little dots and yeah, the little arrow triangles and whatnot. So super helpful icons. Lately I've been using the G+ icon for our what is it, our video, our telehealth appointment. And so I want to kind of try something different because I don't really like the way the G Plus icons look. And so I'm going to try to do something different for that. But Monday, like I said, we have maintenance coming. So I'm going to move that to the side and just solely focus on this. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, it is housing. Housing is coming. I'm going to use this little house icon and basically just draw it out. Maybe color it in. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. Let's see. Let's just draw it out. Or you know what? I can keep this super clean and just use a dot. That probably would be better. But let's put it right here because it'll look a whole lot better anyway. So let's line it up. And this is just another way, like, although this takes time and probably slapping a sticker on this would be easier for a lot of people. I like this because this isn't going to add bulk, for one. And two, if you just want to use like the icons and stuff, if you just want to have like a super clean spread like this, then a stencil is always easy to use and you don't have to purchase a bunch of stickers and stuff like that. So I used to use stencils a lot before I got like super deep into like using stickers and stuff. Okay, so I have the little house there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this line right here. So I'm going to do, and this is just so I can draw attention to something. So I can say housing. Make sure it's dry, and then housing from 8A to 12P, and then parentheses. So that way I know that housing is coming. Also, what I'm going to do is here is do my little check boxes. So basically I just do some check boxes down, and I'm going to write follow up, follow up with maintenance, and then today or Monday is going to be a trash day for Tuesday, so I'm going to do a pull trash to front. And then also I'm going to work on the flashcards like I mentioned. So it is going to be cut flashcards, cut flashcards and laminate. Actually, it should be laminate and cut. And then also Monday I said I was going to mop the floors. So that's literally pulling a task from my weekly task list. So in here I have mop the floors on Monday, and then I just pulled that same task and put it here, so it's repetition. So I'm constantly seeing it until I get it done. And then Monday, I think that's it as far as like Monday to-dos. Oh, I'm gonna remind my husband we need to get a filter. So get a filter today, and I'm going to write ASAP. That was not on my list of things to do for the week, but I just remember that we needed that filter, and then I think that is it as far as like the task for Monday. Looking at my notes, I like to reference this. So we have, I can also ask my husband to follow up for Ashton's 2-year wellness, follow up Ashton's 2-year well. Okay. All right. So that's Monday. Tuesday and Thursdays, we usually have an appointment, and I've been noting that using the Google Plus thing. But what I think I can do is, so I printed these out. They're supposed to be like sticky notes, but I liked just having them on, basic note paper because I could literally shuffle through them and pull them. So right now what I have is this like appointment card or appointment sheet, and I'm gonna have to print more of the appointment ones because I don't think I printed a whole lot of them, but I've been using them in the Moleskine, and basically I just put our appointments here, so as they pop up I can put the appointment here. This also allows me to, instead of writing the appointment constantly every week, I can literally just tape this in here, and then that way I can see that there is an appointment. Like if you have a day where there's like a whole lot of appointments, you can put that down here. Or if you want to put a date from like Tuesday through Friday or something like that, then you can write that and then write all your appointments down, and you can color code them. So I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know for say if I want to do that right now. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and just use the G Plus icons anyway. Even though I'm kind of sick of looking at the G Plus icons, I definitely just want to stick with what I've been doing so far for this month, and then next month I'll probably change it. So yeah, so I just color this in a little bit, and then yeah, so have the G Plus icon there, and then it will also be one. I want to make sure I'm on the line. Also be one here. Also, I hope you guys like the video. I never know. Oops. I never know if the plan with me videos are something you guys are willing to see. I shouldn't really care what other people want to see, but I do this for fun, and I also do this just to share like how I do stuff, and if it's inspiring, I'd like to know so I can keep doing those kind of videos. But yeah, so I got the G Plus signs there, and then basically what I'm going to do is take my pink highlighter, which by the way, these are the Bic Bright Liners. Yeah, got them super cheap off of Amazon. They come 12 in a pack, but there's literally 6. There's 6 colors in total. There's just 2 of the same for each one. So I'm going to put that in here. That's how I'm going to do that. And then when that dries, I'll go back in and literally write in, I think it's already dry. I don't want to write over it and then it's kind of like still wet. So I'm going to fill in our appointments for this day. And then, like I said, we are taking a day trip. We're taking a day trip to the city, which, like I said, is 2 hours and some odd change away from our house. So I'm going to take an arrow and basically color in an arrow to indicate that we are leaving. See here, let's do this. I want to line it up. So basically to say that we are leaving on this day. I just realized that the dryer and the washer stopped, and it's already kind of like late in the day and I need to finish laundry. So I need to like go check it. I need to go check it. You don't necessarily have to color these in, but I like to color them in. If you're using stencils, you can use markers or whatever. But I'm lazy and I just want to use like minimal tools to do this. So I don't really care about it being colorful. Okay, and I can see that I went over a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna draw like maybe yellow to indicate that we are going on like a, maybe not yellow. Let's use purple. So purple, that's my husband's favorite color. So purple, family vacation. It's not a vacation. It's a day trip. Okay. and then we'll fill out what we need to fill out for that. So we have speech therapy at 5:30, and then speech therapy at 5:30 p. Let's just put that in parentheses. And then I know this is already dry, so I'm going to do family day trip. And then family day trip. And then trip home. Trip home to, trip home. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna wing it. Had fun. I wrote an H and I was just like, wait, what? Okay, so that's that. And then last thing I'm gonna note is like some trash days. I never need to note the trash days really because I remember them. Like, I don't need to write them anymore, but I still like to write them. Is anybody else like that? Like, you like to write something, you don't need to necessarily write it, but you just like to see it anyway. So trash day, color this in. Trash day on Tuesday. And then we won't even be here for Friday. Well, we'll leave Friday evening rather. So we will be here for Friday trash day. So Friday. And who knows, maybe we'll still have our pizza day on Friday. Maybe we'll eat pizza before leaving. But it's a 2-hour odd drive. So yeah, don't know how that's gonna work out. So okay, think that's it. I'm just gonna write trash day here. So trash day today, exclamation, and then trash day today, exclamation. And then I have no idea what Tuesday through Sunday will consist of, so I'm not going to write that, but this is essentially what my week looks like. So normally I would fill out our meals for the week. I would have done a meal plan or some sort, but again, I have not planned out any meals. And then I've looked at this to kind of see, like, you know, like what we may have going on. So like I said, we have a bunch of stuff. I don't know if we'll have maintenance come Wednesday. Someone was supposed to come this past Wednesday and they didn't, so I don't know if it'll, because they only come out Wednesdays anyway for pest control, so I don't know. We'll have to follow up with maintenance again, or housing rather. And yeah, so basically this is the plan. This is literally the plan for the week. Looking over this to see if there was anything. So looking ahead, I really didn't have anything for looking ahead, so this just will stay blank this time. And then looking through my notes, we called housing. His husband is also, yep, he did all of that. And we checked our work orders for that. So that is the plan, you guys. So I can pop these babies back in. Let me go ahead and untangle these two that keep wanting to get tangled up and put these back together. Grab this. Whoops, and I bumped you guys. It's a horrible setup, by the way. And I'll go ahead and pop these back in. Whoops. And we will put our tab here. And we will ditch this note. And that is it, you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed that little plan with me. I hope you found it well. And yeah, that's all that I have. So hopefully it was a good and enjoyable video to watch. And I thank you guys for sitting here and just spending some of your time with me. And I will catch you guys very soon in my next one. Bye, guys.